I've always loved horses, and while growing up on a ranch in the boonies doesn't make me an expert, it motivates me to talk about the good and bad representations of horses in anime. This video is meant more as good-natured fun than as any statement of fact, so let's review the horses that we saw during the spring 2025 anime season. There is a fairly even representation between 2D and CG horses, with each style having its own quirks. But a common struggle across both styles is showing natural horse movement, especially in the legs. But I'll be the first to admit how hard horses are to draw. Another common issue was the placement of saddles and riders on the saddles. The horses in the unaware Atelier Meister were kinda chonky and overall pretty stiff and lacking in idle animations. With the Two Perfect Saint, it feels like the animators thought more about the flow of full body movement in comparison. They also have less blocky hair. The CG horse from the Brilliant Healer doesn't even have hair or eyes, but it is admittedly in the background. Their 2D horses were much better even though they were just standing there. Rock is a Lady's Modesty had this cute portrait of a student with her horse. From Old Country Bumkin to Master Swordsman's horses looked good from a distance when pulling a cart, but looked like statues up close. They also had the hysterical episode of him trying to catch a wild horse that you kinda need to suspend disbelief for. Sadly, I Left My Arrant Party gets the award for some of the worst horses of the season. The proportions are weird, the movement is stiff, especially in the legs, and these ones aren't even actually drinking the water. I think the show should have held back on using so many horse shots. Black Butler had some dopey-looking 2D horses, one of which was definitely on purpose for laughs. On the other hand, their CG horses were great and had idle animations which really brought them to life, such as the ear flicks. But one thing that led to many questions was this double-decker wagon. Like, how in the hell is the driver supposed to be controlling the horse on his left with the stairs in the way? And do those stairs even truly connect to the upper deck? Plus, he looks more like a passenger than a driver. Also, for a wagon that big, it would most likely be pulled by 4 horses instead. The Apothecary Diaries seems to copy-paste the same CG model repeatedly, but that's okay, because it's one of the better models that we saw. The 2D horses are pretty good too, if not a little small in proportion. But let me know in the comments which horses were your favorite, and if you're having fun, please like and subscribe.